Hello, everybody. How are y'all? Oh man, I come from a black church, so we got to do a little bit better than that. How are y'all? Good. That's what I love to hear. So as mentioned, my name is Brandon Leak. I'm very excited to get the chance to speak with you all today, and so let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, let's go over some poetry rules real quick. Everybody, snap for me one time. At poetry events, they encourage you to snap. I hate it, so please don't. I would prefer that we have authentic interaction, like an ooh or an ah, or maybe you laugh a little bit. But I'd rather it be real. Let's not treat this like grandma's living room with the plastic over the couch. But I am here today to speak with you all about the heart behind our art and the need for artists of our modern times to create entertaining music and art that is not just focused solely on entertainment, but connecting with people in a very real way. And I figure there's no better way to do that than by sharing a poem of mine entitled Tough. So here we go. I have two facts for you. One, I'm 6 feet tall. And two, love is the most vulnerable experience one will ever have. And you must learn to hold on to it loosely, so when it leaves, it won't exit so painfully. You see, in July of 1996, an angel was brought to this world. Her name, Danielle Marie Gibson, but I only know her as Puff. Her eyes they glimmer like the stars. Her smile is as wide as the universe. She is my world and my sister. I, just 4 years of age, learned what it meant to love selflessly for on days in which my strength is but knee high, saying her smiling face would make my soul fly. But you see, since March of 1997, I've been ground bound because she left Earth to go back home amongst the stars, right next to God. And I was left here to manufacture wings out of tears and broken dreams. But I'm still haunted by these nightmares because I have this really creative mind. And at times it designs these alternate realities where she is still here, still alive, and all the things I wish we could have done or played again and again and again. And I'm tired of playing God because I got to come to terms with the fact that my sister is never coming back. And that's the cost of love, right? Caring for someone so much that you can't imagine living life without them, staring at a grave like this. How about I trade my 6 feet for yours, but that's not real. And I know I said earlier to hold on to love loosely so when it leaves, it won't exit so painfully. But if this pain and these memories are all that I have left of you, I will never regret these scars from just trying to hold on to you. This was my first poem on America's Got Talent. And my question to you all is, how many of you all in some emotional capacity could relate to the words I just shared in that poem? Boom. Replaced it with a mom, a father, grandmother, grandfather. It's a message in which resonates with people around the world. But that's what happens when art is not just senselessly made for the sake of trying to get clicks or get people to garner it, but instead made with real intention and heart behind it to be able to build a bridge from one soul to the next, to let somebody know that they are not alone on the island that they might currently reside on. That is art with heart behind it. So let's talk about this, because there's a few ways in which this works. The first one that I can speak to is activism, or as cornily as I'll put it, artivism. Artivism is the idea that art has always been used as a central figure in being able to advocate advocate for marginalized people around the world. Now, I can't speak for all cultures, but I can speak for mine. When I know Black folk, we make art when we are in trials and tribulations, whether it be from the slave fields to modern times, Negro spirituals to hip hop music. We have done this religiously to connect other people as well as ourselves to something greater, to a hope that resides in us still. When I think about these things, I think about a poem like I Too Am America, Langston Hughes, in which he's talking about how us Black folk will one day have a seat at the table of equality here in America. Or a song like Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday, and how beautifully she sang these terrorizing words about Black bodies hanging from trees. Or a song like F the police coming straight from the underground. A brother got it bad because I'm brown. I'm sure most of you know that song. Or a song that took the world by storm in 2020 during our massive protests to qualify ourselves, or I should say advocate for ourselves, for equality, and All Right by Kendrick Lamar. These songs became battle cries for people, both people who were standing beside us and those who were actually in the streets doing the work to advocate for change. But then there's another side of this. Unification. Who here has been to a concert? Awesome. Did you know the religious beliefs of the people next to you? Or the political choices, whether or not they had like tofu, avocado toast in the morning or whatever vegans eat, right? The thing is, I'm very confident you don't, but I know one thing that did matter to you. If they messed up your favorite lyric to that song, right? It's like, you better not mess up this chorus while you are standing next to me while we are singing this song together. And that was a unifying moment between you and them. It did not matter what else was going on in the world at that moment in time. What mattered was that you all experienced the freedom of when art that has heart behind it connects one soul to another, and you all let Glee take over. You let Glee take yourself to somewhere completely different. And how beautiful is that? And I think about this beautifully with songs like Pharrell Williams' Happy, and how that became a smash hit and all of a sudden every kid's favorite song and every adult's biggest nightmare, right? Or a song like We Are the World. And if you're looking for a really funny video, watch when Michael Jackson was listening to the other people make their parts of the song. It's a good watch. But it's not just those. I think about moments in my own personal life, a quick testimony of my own. I started doing poetry after my best friend died my freshman year of college. He drowned in a levee running away from a rival gang, and I needed an outlet. Basketball used to be it, but it didn't do it for me anymore. And in 2014, my senior year, I was running open mics on campus, and I got the chance to open up for my friend's music tour. He told me, come with us to Salem. I had classes, work. I'm like, dog, I can't make it. But if God wants me there, he'll provide me a ticket to get there and an ability to get off work. And God gave me both. So I went. And while at a park in Salem, Oregon, a place I had never been before, I met a woman by the name of Benita. She was there, standing quietly and awkwardly, and I was like, hey, if I get you to laugh with this poem, you got to come to the show. I got her to laugh. She came to the show, and she broke down in tears during the middle of my set. I run up to her and ask, are you okay? And she explains to me that she was only at the park so that way she could get away from the courthouse because her ex-boyfriend had just been pled guilty to having abducted her and done some things to her over the course of a week. And she was planning on committing suicide that night. And she told me, Brandon, how did you speak words of hope that caught me? And she is now still alive, and she is a nurse saving lives in Salem, Oregon, still to this day. I didn't know what she was going through. All I did was show up with a poem or two about my life experiences that connected me to her. But that's the power of art when it's wielded in a way that actually has meaning, that has heart behind it. Because art is not just entertainment. Art is literally the way in which we live and breathe. The way our phones are designed, the music we listen to, the shows we consumed, the design of this entire building is a work of art in which we have taken time to cultivate. And how beautiful would our world be if the artists who are helping to push it forward use their voices, use their skills, use their God-given talents to take it to somewhere that is more beautiful than it is today. So in closing, I have a final poem entitled Hope that I would like to do with you all, but it requires a little bit of audience participation. So let's see if y'all are coordinated enough to do this. When I say, when it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides, and then you all say hope. So let's try this. When it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. All right, so some of y'all was a little off. Let's try that one more time. When it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. When it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. When the world grew dark and skies were gray, God stood beside us to have hope to say that when it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. You see, where I'm from, I seen dreamers deterred as the world referred to us as perturbed, or so I've heard. Cold concrete that conceals crooked cracks that contain black cats, and we ain't talking about felines in the 209. But we are more than struggle stories, more than laden laments. We are the personification of resilience. And it's high time we celebrate the dreams we preserved and spurred to now occur, because we done took our licks, and it's time that we get to the middle of that Tootsie slide, knowing that we will no longer be denied. Because when it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. When it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. See, I come from a generation of broken homes. Daddy's gone. No wonder we sprung from crack houses. We've survived fractured lives due to all that we were deprived of. But we had love. But we had hope. And ain't it beautiful to see how these dreams, once nothing more than seeds, have now sprouted to bear beautifully bountiful fruit. And I know it's so easy to carry disdain when all you have ever known is rain. But the forest, it would never complain, knowing that the rain that came sustained the life it held, the fruit it would one day yield. And that rainforest is me. It is you. We together are one, once nothing more than seeds, now planted and blossoming, so the whole world may one day believe that when it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. Because a hope this strong cannot be tamed. A fire burning inside our souls will survive their reign. Because what they thought would be loss has now turned to gain. Because when the world grew dark and skies were gray, God stood beside us to have hope to say that when it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. That when it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. Say it louder now. When it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. One more time now. When it comes to me and my folk, we lost everything besides. I pray that as we leave here today, no matter the world we may face, you know that there is hope that still lies ahead. And to my artists, let us foster that hope with the art that we create. Thank you.